Uh, Today we'll start by doing what if analysis. If we are saying what if we increase the cost, what will be done to the profit? It will be increase or decrease like this one. So we will have like a slider. The slider, if it is at the zero level, then the what if analysis takes the actual data, whereas we can decrease or increase by a certain percent that ranges between minus 10% to 10%. So minus 10% here, minus 8, minus 6, up to 8 and 10%. In this exercise, okay, we will see the effect of profit in case we increase or decrease the cost. For example, if we increase the cost, what will happen to the profit, or vice versa? To apply this, we can change a variable values using a slider. So here we create a slider, and the slider will depend on a variable. The variable, how to create the variable? We go to setting, variable overview, and then we add variable name. Let's assume that the variable, its name is v, and its value is 0. Then we create a slider that is based on the variable. Right-click new sheet object, we select slider, we tick the checkbox variable and select the variable v, and we give it a minimum value minus 10 and maximum value 10. And static step 2, so that we increase by 2 steps. It will create similar to this one, minus 10 to 10, and step 2 is here, minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So whatsoever we select here, the value will go into the variable v. So if we select, for example, 6, then the variable v will be 6. Then as if we are saying that we will increase our cost by 6%. We create another variable, we call it W profit. So the W profit, to create the variable setting, variable overview, then we add a variable, we give it a name W profit, and its value is sum of net sale minus. So to get the profit, it is the net sale minus the cost. So we say sum of net sale minus sum of cost. But remember that we will change the value of cost depending on the variable v, which is in the slider. So we multiply the cost by the variable v over 100. Let's assume that we increase our cost by 6%. So v is 6. So cost will be cost plus cost times v over 100. Take an example that your cost is 100 and you increase the cost by 6%. Then cost 100 plus cost, which is 100 times 6 over 100, which it will be 6. Then the cost will be 106. And if your net sale is 100, let's assume, and 20, and your cost now is 106, then your profit will be 14. So your profit was, before increasing, was 100. Now, because you increase 6%, it is 106. So that makes a difference in the profit. And then after, we create a bar chart where the dimension is the branch, because we are doing analysis according to the branch, and our expression depends on the variable, which is the W profit that takes this value. So if you change, for example, the variable v, v will change here and it will affect the W profit. So let us do that step by step. To create, first we create variable overview, two variables. The first variable we added, it is called v, okay, and its value is 0. Okay, and then we add another variable, W profit, okay, and the value is sum of what? Net sale minus sum of cost plus cost times variable V over 100. And okay, if you see here, I go again to see the variables. I have how many variables? I created the two variables, W profit, this is the formula, and I have the variable V, which is 0. Okay? I have now to create a slider. Slider depends on the variable V. How to create a slider? Right click, new sheet object. Okay, here is the slider. Okay, the slider here, it depends on what? On a variable. Which variable? The variable V. Because slider depends on the variable. The minimum value is -10 and the maximum value is 10 and the static step is 2. Okay, apply and okay, and this is the slider. So I can go here. If I press on minus, if I get the slider down to -4, then the variable, it will have the value of -4. Let us see if it is now the variable is -4, variable overview, the variable V. Look, V, it is -4. So whatsoever you change here, the V will take the value. And then the profit will be some net sale minus some net cost. But what we did with the cost, some cost plus cost times the V over 100. Okay? Now I'll create the chart. Okay, what if analysis chart? Right click, new sheet object. I press on chart. Okay, I'll give it a name. What if analysis next I'll take the branch next, and here I'll take which formula, the variables that we created, it is called W profits. Okay, so okay, finish. Here is the chart. I'll take the chart added here. If you look here, for example, okay, I'll change the value. Look what happened to the values in the chart. If I increase, for example, to 8% the cost, look, we will incur some losses. Let us now do some enhancement to the chart on the properties. I go to the expression values on data points. On the style, I select this type of style. On the axis, I'll show the grid. And on the number, we'll select the integer, then apply. And okay. Okay, look here. For example, I'm selecting during 2019 in Lebanon for Toshiba TV. Okay. Let us see if, for example, this is our sales. So our profit, where the variable of the slider is 0, means I'm taking the actual values. If I increase, let's assume, the cost by 8%, what will happen for the Toshiba TV? Then I'll incur losses. So if the management want to do analysis in case the cost is increased, so they will see what will be their losses or their profit. Sometimes they say, what if we buy big quantities and we take some discount? Taking some discounts from the supplier, then their cost will decrease. Let's assume that their cost will decrease. They took 8%, okay, or 10% decrease on the cost because they got higher quantities. Then look about how much the profit will increase. Okay, so this is called what if analysis.